Hello, Beardo Bloggins here. We are out and about again in Leamington. Had to bring my car in for its MOT, so I'm just going for a wander while I'm waiting. But we're just up here at the top of Campion Hill, and there's a bike track. It's for BMX riders and that, so yeah, it's good fun. We're in Newbold Comyn. So there's plenty more of these bike tracks around and about, but this is a fairly decent view of Leamington, so just thought I'd share it with you while I'm out and about. Do some more filming around Newbold Comyn while I'm out, enjoying the nice-ish weather. At least it's not raining yet. So yeah, I'll add a little bit more later on. There again, me, Peter Bloggins. We're here at Pedley's Wood. I'm just going to go for a little wander round. It's a little nature reserve here on Newbold Comyn. It's quite nice to go in and see it, basically. So yeah, here we go. We've done quite a bit of work in here by the looks of it. I often do this to give, birds a place to stay and to live in over winter and into spring. So this is all natural tree felling. It helps the woods out a lot as well. It helps keep growth healthy. But yeah, it's a nice little nature reserve to walk around in here, especially in the spring and summertime, and everything's in full flower and whatnot. But yeah, a bit boggy at the moment, as you can see. But yeah, I'll go in there later. You can go for a little wander in there. And it's quite nice in there, as you can see. But yeah, so heard back from the garage. The car's ready to pick up now. So once I'm done here, we'll go see what kind of a state it's in. I don't know. Could be good, could be bad. I don't know. I don't really know much about cars, to be honest. So we'll see. Fingers crossed it's not too bad. But yeah, I think I've only had a car pass its MOT once at the first go, so I never seem to have too much luck with cars, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, other than that, it's good to be out in the fresh air and in nature. So yeah, just yeah, see how it goes. But yeah, there's a few little bird hides and things in here that you can sort of stand in and do some bird watching, so I'll show you that at some point. This path here goes right through the middle, but it can be very boggy in places, so I don't think I'll risk it today, although I've got reasonably sensible shoes on. Probably best not to. Last time I was in here I absolutely stacked it trying to get a picture of something and got absolutely covered in mud. So probably best not to repeat that today. It took me quite a while to get that mud off. So lesson learnt. But yeah, I quite like coming around here when I'm in Leamington. It's usually nice and quiet. I don't usually see many people. But yeah, there's a nature reserve over there. When I came around here last time, it was absolutely flooded. It was covered in water because I think we'd had a load of snow and then followed by a load of rain. So there's a river down here you can just about make out, but it would completely burst its bank. I mean, yeah, I don't want to go down there. It's quite a steep slope, that one, so don't want to fall on my ass on camera. But yeah, it completely overflowed, so you couldn't get down to all of the paths, but it was interesting to see nonetheless. And yeah, you couldn't, there's a path just up here that you couldn't get down either, because it was completely flooded. But yeah, it splits here. Yeah, you couldn't get down there at all because it was completely flooded. All of this was underwater. I think you might just about be able to see. Yes, that's the river there. That was completely overflowing. Yeah, it came up to about here, the water, just where this muddy patch is here. So that's how high the river was. But yeah, it's nice to get in here every so often, blow the cobwebs away. I don't know if you can just about make out the village over there. There's a church over there that you might just about be able to make out. Just here, along there, that's Radford Semele. That's one of the adjoining villages here in Leamington Spa. It kind of merged together, you know, along with Lillington and Covington on the north end of Leamington. They sort of merge into one, and well, I suppose Warwick as well. You kind of merge into Warwick on one side as well, separated by the River Lem, which is, I suspect, I can't remember what this river is called, but I suspect the River Lem is where Leamington got its name from. And then Spa is from the Spa waters that used to be here. There used to be, well, I don't know if they're still here, but there used to be there's a Roman spa baths that used to be quite famous for its healing waters. Queen Victoria was a fan of these waters. She gave Leamington a royal decree, so it was Royal Leamington Spa for a bit. But I think the royal decree, I think they run out after a certain amount of time, and I think you have to pay to keep them. So I guess either Warwick County Council or Leamington Town Council decided not to keep the royal decree, so it's just back to Leamington Spa now. Yeah, it's quite an interesting place, Leamington, with lots of history. So lawn tennis was invented here. I think maybe lawn bowls as well. But I'm not 100% sure on lawn bowls, but they have, I think, European and World Championships here for lawn bowls. So there's that, and then there's quite a few video game companies in and around Leamington, sort of between Leamington and Birmingham as well. It's become known as Silicon Spa, so it's quite well known for its tech industry in the area. Quite a few big names. There's Ubisoft, Playground Games, Sega, who else? Epic Games, who do Fortnite. I think Meta have a studio here for their VR headsets. Trying to think who else is here. There's quite a few. I think Rare is nearby. Try and think. I don't know. There's about half a dozen in Leamington itself, and then a whole bunch of smaller studios. And then try and think. There's loads of them. This is one of the little nature hides. Do some bird watching in here, if that's what you're interested in. Yeah, nice little nature reserve in there. See if we can see anything apart from a few mosquitoes, mozzies. Probably the wrong time of year for bird watching. Yeah, ooh, big branch. Yeah. What was I going to say? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, just finish off this loop. There's another bird watching thing just a little bit further along. We might go into the woods itself once we get back round to the other side, just to yeah, have a look-see, hang out for a minute. Yeah, this is where it gets a bit boggy. This is the other end of that path that I showed you earlier. Oh, as you can see, gets a little bit muddy. Oh, try not to get stuck there. Yeah, this is that other bird watching place. I think, this one has a little information thing on it. Shows you what you can see and when you can see it. Whoop, almost. Yeah, here we go. The Lem Valley Local Nature Reserve Wetland. You got different birds and insects. What else have we got? The swift, the swallow, reed warblers even. But yeah, I mean, we won't be able to see anything yet, but yeah. Yeah, not a bad day all in all. A little bit chilly, but once you get going, you warm up quite quickly. So mature. You are. But yeah, go back round the other side now. I mean, could take a shortcut, but it's boggy as hell down there, so go the long way around today. Yeah. So what can I say? Yeah, I don't know how my car, what state my car is going to be in. Could be an absolute mess, or it could have just about scraped through the MOT, and be alright. I mean, it's what's it? It'll be 15 years old, this car, this year. So don't know. I suspect there's probably something wrong with it. There's always something wrong with it. I never have much luck with cars, to be fair. So we shall see what they say. But yeah. But yeah, I think that's farmland over there, so we won't go in there. Yeah. But yeah, how's everyone else's day going? Obviously I talk a lot about myself on here, being my channel and all that, but yeah, interested to know how your days are going, what you think of these vlogs and all that jazz, whether you enjoy them or not, or just get that a little bit further away from my face. But yeah, I'm coming up to the end of this little loop soon-ish. It's just around this corner, and then we'll head into the wood itself. There's a little gap near the entrance that you can get in, and you'll see it's quite pleasant in there. Yeah, we'll see in a second. I'll probably speed this bit up just because this section is quite long already. Oosh. I wonder what number of steps I'm on today at the moment. That's a good question. Oop. That's up to 12 already. 9,403 of my 10,000 steps a day. Although, to be fair, I probably average about 12 or 13,000 really on a day-to-day basis. Yeah, I just like to get out and about really. Yeah, that's all farmland over there. I said at the beginning wasn't it around this corner, it clearly isn't. This was a little bit longer than I thought. Maybe I should have taken a shortcut. But yeah, flies are flying at me now. Yeah, maybe this is the one video where I take a little bit longer to actually edit the video for a change. I get a bit lazy editing these things. Usually just stick a thing on the end. Yeah, that's the shortcut that I could have taken rather than walk all the way around the outside. But oh well, yeah. Okay, I'm coming up to back to the entrance of the woods now, and we'll have a little look-see in the woods. Not that we'll see anything particularly, but yeah. But yeah, so there we go, coming up to the entrance now. As you can see, quite a nice walk. This is kind of right at the other end of Newbold Comyn, like the main section of the park itself, from where you would park. And I guess with it being the middle of the day, it's about 12:30. Not many people about. A couple of people on their lunch break with their dogs and whatnot. But yeah, other than that, fairly quiet, which is nice. Part of the reason why I come in here is because there's hardly anybody about. Might see the odd person, but might see, you know, tend to stick to the main paths. There's a park run that comes around Newbold Comyn, so they tend to, so there's like a proper path, so they tend to stick to that really. This is that farmland there, but yeah, this is back to the beginning now. I'm just gonna pop in here down the little path that's in here. I'm gonna chill. That's the main path is up there somewhere. Yeah, here we go. Here's the starting point, and our little entrance is just here on the left. If you can, yes, still get in the path here. But yeah. Let's see what we can see. Yeah, it seems very deliberately planted, these trees, the way that they're set out, but it's nice to wander in here, especially when in the summer and spring. It's quite nice to come in here. Little sheltery thing there. Not quite sure what that's about, but won't disturb it. Oh, my watch is vibrating to tell me it's I've done 10,000 steps. So yeah, Ta-da! Bit of ducking and dodging and diving through here. So yeah, this is back to that path that gets quite boggy. So I'll probably stop recording here in a second and go back the way that I came. Quickest way back out of here. But yeah, it's not too bad. Usually this is absolutely sodden in the winter. It's not too bad actually. But yeah, so that's Pedley's Wood. Hope you enjoy. I will probably need to edit this back down because it's quite long. It's a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. But yeah. Yeah, so we're just going to go back the way that I came. Yeah, so we're just going to go back down there basically. See, that's why it's good to be out in nature. But anyway, I shall see you in the next one. Ta-ta.